Sue. It's so fun to just do that module with you, but I want to make a brief intro before you do your journey to board service. You've always so impressed me with the unexpected in your career, where you started, your love of entrepreneurialism, innovation, creativity, and boy, are our listeners in for a treat. But recently, you've just been awarded at Stanford the Dean's Medal from the medical school for your leadership there. And I just want people to know how, blown away we are as your peers in seeing how your career continues to hit higher highs. And thank you on behalf of, Stanford and the world. But let me just turn it over to you. And if you could start at the beginning and then kind of take us through how you got on your first board and what your experiences were, that would be great. Congratulations.
Thank you, Linda. And I have to say I'm blushing because I wasn't expecting that. But I do appreciate it. And I'm grateful for your words and sentiments. I would say that my career took me from being a biochemist, molecular biologist, scientist, to becoming a business executive. And I grew my business experience at several companies such as Bio-Rad, DuPont, and Amersham over about 15 years, and then transitioned to Affymetrix, which became a NASDAQ-listed biotech company, which I was promoted to lead within a year of my joining. And it's here that I actually started my board journey. And it was as a management director. But it was my first taste of what a first public company board feels like. And that was 24 years ago now. Now, during that time, through my network, I was also invited to serve on a nonprofit board for the Silicon Valley Tech Museum. Now it's called Tech Interactive. And that was helpful just to see a different angle of governance. I transitioned to become a Silicon Valley financial VC after my time at Affymetrix. And I served on many private boards there, as you might imagine, as a venture capitalist. And during that time, I also picked up my second public board. Now, due to the area of expertise that I accumulated in the translation of personalized medicine and that network I was involved in, and I stress network because your networks are going to be so important here as you look for your boards. I was invited to serve as one of the representative directors on a new agency that NIH was creating called the National Center for Advanced Translational Sciences. Soon afterwards, also, I was recruited to General Electric, and I soon learned very quickly there was a policy that didn't allow for public or private company board service. So I had to step off all my boards as I was joining General Electric. And you have to do this, particular public boards, in a very orderly way. So I did it over about a year time frame. Most big companies have policies around what types of boards you can serve on and how many. And I encourage you, if you are part of a public company, or some companies, private companies also have policies, learn what they are before you embark on interviews regarding being on a board, so you are well aware. Now, over time, the policy changed at GE. I was allowed to serve on one public company board. I joined Align Technologies. This is the maker of Invisalign. And through an advisory board I was serving on also, I was invited to join KFF board, which used to be called Kaiser Family Foundation. It's a nonprofit board. And also during this time, I served on many nonprofits, including the National Association of Venture Capitalists. So you can see my journey has been a bit non-traditional, if you'd like. And now I'm immersed in portfolio life. I serve on 5 boards, 3 public companies, 2 large, 1 small cap, 1 private and 1 nonprofit board. I serve as chairman of the private board. In addition, I serve on various committees across the companies, including I chair comp committee. I chair the investment and finance committee. I've served on many different committees, including audit, nominating and governance, and technology committees across companies. So I would say, as you embark in your journeys, or as you're deep into your journeys, lots of your operating experience will serve you well. But in addition to that, having a network and ensuring that you are always and constantly telling people that you are willing to serve and have the capacity and time and passion to serve helps you prepare for board service. It certainly helped me prepare for board service.
So Sue, you've said to me that being the best you can at your day job is absolutely fundamental. Can you describe why that is in addition to the networking?
Yeah, I would say you only have one reputation. And I think of that all the time. So you build your reputation over time by doing your job, whatever job you're in, well. And people will know you for your strive towards excellence. And that helps you at the time that you're looking for board service, because reputationally, be it through your network or through a headhunter, whatever it might be, your reputation is going to serve you well. So do your job well.
And then you've also often comment about choosing and being chosen, your passion for the work you do. And you've ended up in so many different lateral moves, both with your, board nonprofit service, but also in your career. Can you talk a little bit about those two dynamics for you?
Yeah, I would say just like when you're an operator and you have to make choices through your career, sometimes you wonder whether you should jump at something because you're worried that you might not get the opportunity again. What I've learned over time, and this might not be the same for everybody, is that it's most important that you know what you want to serve on, what you're passionate about, why you're passionate about it. Does it fit within your competencies such that maybe you're being chosen, but are you choosing to serve on that board? Learning how to choose so that you can have success for your board and success for yourself, I'd say is very important, because creating those win-wins are mutually beneficial. Because remember, you serve for shareholders. And so you have to be committed during the very, very tough times. And those tough times can be deep. And if you aren't passionate about what you're doing, it will be harder for you to be as passionate serving during the very, very tough times.
Great. Thanks, Sue.
Thank you.